believe you prayed that prayer that we ended yesterday's episode with. It's a very serious prayer in a world where there are so many noises, the devil whispering things to our ears. There's every need for us to pray this prayer, that the voice of God be louder at every point of our life. We need that prayer, that the voice of God be louder than whatever the enemy has to whisper to your ears. Okay, so at Secrets of the Night, episode 27. I was already sounding like someone that wants to preach. Okay, bye. Precious Obialor-Ukazim. This is episode 27. We are getting close to the end of the story. Alright. The moment she confessed to her husband and narrated how suicidal thoughts were coming to her mind and how something was pushing her towards taking her own life, she took total control over her thoughts and actions and became a master over fate. She had no idea what fate had planned for her, and it was not revealed to her in any way, but through her choices and actions, she decided her own destiny in God by choosing not to yield to the evil thoughts that were coming to her mind. She was fated to die through suicide, but she chose not to take her own life. Not to take her own life because she knew that self-murder, suicide, is a sin against God. She was fated to die by drowning if she used to suicidal thoughts. But in God's plan for her life, she was destined to live a happy and a fulfilling life on earth, and she chose the path of destiny. Thus, Obidia and her husband lived many more years serving the true living God in a faraway land. Had children, wow, had children and saw their children's children at good old age. My God. So Maziobi's lineage was not left desolate as fated. Instead, even the land where they found and inhabited after they were banished from Obinagu was named after him and his wife, and that became the destiny they worked out for themselves under God. Mrs. Alex told her children, "Mom, I'm confused." The youngest daughter said, though relieved that Mazubi and his wife had a happy ending in the story. "What's the difference between fate and destiny?" she asked her mother, and her siblings were also interested in knowing the differences. Fate involves aspects of life that are not freely chosen and events which no one has control over. For instance, we do not choose our parents, our genes, the country in which we were born, or the culture and times in which we are living. In fact, fate and destiny are like the two sides of a coin. Fate has more negative connotations in the sense that it is inevitable, but destiny is how you want your life course to be. It is something that you can control through your choices and actions. For example, child is orphaned due to some mishappening in life, and that is his or her fate. But how strong does he or she rise, or how much he or she ruin herself or himself, or how he or she tries to bring back the broken pieces together and craft a beautiful life for his or herself is destiny. If the orphaned child chooses to become an armed robber, he has chosen his own destiny. Fate made him an orphan, but if he chooses to be an armed robber, he chooses his destiny. If the female orphan child chooses to become a prostitute, that is the path of destiny she has chosen for herself. And the good or bad choices made by such individuals can either help fate to take its full course or alter the negative course of fate. God did not leave us to fate. He had given people the power to choose their own destinations. He has empowered each of us to be happy and blessed regardless of what has been pre-planned about you and I. God has delegated the task of choosing how and where we would end our lives to us. It's now up to us to choose whether to be blessed or to be cursed. You decide your fate by your choices and actions, and that is why I'm telling you this story, because see one of you dying, because I see one of you dying mysteriously very soon. And that is not the plan of God for any of you. I was told that that is your fate, but I don't believe it is your destiny. Children of God don't live by faith. Yes, we live by faith in God. We don't live by faith. We live by faith. We don't live by faith, F-A-T-E. We live by faith, F-A-I-T-H, in God. But if any one of you chooses to live in sin and yield to the suggestive deception of faith, the course of faith will take its full course in his or her life. As for me, I had a covenant with God that I will not bury any of my children. How come I'm seeing the death of one of you? Who among you has chosen death as a part of destiny? She asked her children, and everywhere was quiet as they looked at one another, silently asking the questions in their hearts. Who is the person? I refuse to yield to anything that will cut my life short and stop me from enjoying the destiny that God has prepared for me. I refuse to yield to faith. No, I can't give faith the full course to rule over my life. I've chosen the path of life. I don't know about you, but it's a decision. You choose to do what you wish for yourself with your decisions. I pray God give you the strength to take the right decisions as you journey through life. God bless you. Story to be continued. Have a nice day ahead.